Hey everybody, meteorologist Sarah Gannon here with a first alert forecast update for you. Beautiful day, very warm as well here this afternoon. Temperatures today climbing into those 70s, some spots approaching those upper 70s. So just a fabulous day here to spend a little time outside. We have been watching some cloud cover gradually increase as well, but it's windy too. So you'll notice that if you're driving, walking, the wind's a little strong here this afternoon. Right now we are looking at wind gusts upwards of 20 to 30 miles per hour. I will point out that Mason City a little higher than that, seeing gusts right now upwards of 35 to 40 miles per hour. Further off to the west, Mankato, St. James, Redwood Falls also seeing gusts upwards of that 35 to 40 mile per hour direction. So a lot of blowing happening here in the area, especially if you're outside of town. Noticing a lot of those fields blowing off more of that dirt. So some hazy skylines may be possible there with those blowing conditions, but live look outside here from your Lewis Noto live camera network. A beautiful day. We have that filtered sunshine here at this point in time with some of those upper level clouds. So again, a quiet, beautiful day. A few showers though on the way for this evening. We'll be watching here off to the west. Future track radar. You can see some of those showers building in to our west. So we'll be watching a little bit of moisture on the way for tonight. Some good news. Hopefully can settle down some of that dust in the region. But as we move here through tonight, not expecting to see any severe storms. So that is the good news there. Just some garden variety showers and thunderstorms possible in the area after about 6, 7 o'clock, depending on your location. So we will be watching clouds increasing here over the next couple of hours, but still staying mild here through this evening. A look ahead to tomorrow morning, a warm start to the day with those temperatures into the 50s. And as we approach afternoon highs, we'll be climbing into the 80s area-wide for us here in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. So tomorrow night, maybe another possibility for some showers and thunderstorms. Severe threats rather low, but not completely zero. Better chance for severe storms possible Sunday and Monday. We have 2 first alert days on the way for the region. More on those first alert forecast details ahead of a alert day weekend. We'll be back in your full forecast later on in the broadcast. Midwest Access. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Midwest Access. I'm meteorologist Sarah Gannon. We are tracking some very summer-like conditions here today, and that will continue as we move into the weekend, even early next week before we see temperatures cooling back to more seasonal levels. Outside right now, a look here from your Lewis Noto live camera. You can see filtered sunshine as we see cloud cover increasing ahead of some rain showers on the way for this evening. Temperatures nice and warm. Looking at mid to upper 70s here in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. 75 currently in Rochester, stretching down Highway 52 through Preston, Decorah, back through Charles City. 78 right now in Mason City and Albert Lee. Owatonna at 79. 75 in Winona, Austin, and Preston, as I had mentioned before. Strong winds, though, in the area. You may notice the gusty conditions, things kind of blowing around. A lot of that dust out there with all the strong winds that we're having here. Wind speeds right now, we're seeing gusts upwards of 20 to 30 miles per hour, but we're also seeing some spots like Rochester into especially Mason City area where we're looking at gusts upwards of 35 to even 40 miles per hour. So again, still some strong winds. We don't have any wind-related headlines here at this point in time, so hopefully these gusty winds can gradually die down here in the next couple of hours. But heading into this evening, a couple hours of some dry conditions that we should be able to get through most of that evening commute before we bring in a chance for some shower and thunderstorm activities. A little managed here through a few hours there for the evening, but not a washout. So just keep the umbrella handy if you do have some outdoor plans here this evening, and keep a close eye on that first alert forecast app. So no severe weather expected here tonight, just your garden variety showers and thunderstorms. You can see things building here off to the west. We may start to see a few showers down towards Mason City area here in the next 30 to 60 minutes. Rochester area not till about 7 o'clock or so. So keeping a very close eye on areas off to the west. And as I mentioned, no severe weather expected tonight. However, different story heading into Sunday and Monday. We have 2 first alert days ahead for the region as we track the threat for some strong to severe thunderstorms both days. Right now we are looking at level 2s out of a level 5 severe threat for again Sunday and Monday. Potentially all hazards may be at play here for the late weekend into early next week. So looking at the next 7 to 10 days, we have that chance for some shower and thunderstorm activity tonight. Another stray opportunity tomorrow evening, possibly Saturday evening, and then the big focus, 2 potential severe outbreaks may be possible Sunday and Monday. Past that, maybe next weekend, a chance here. We'll take a look at Saturday night as we have seen that severe storm outlook kind of creep a little further north. Portions of North Iowa may be seeing some dying thunderstorm activity later Saturday evening. So we'll watch that very closely. Less confidence on that threat for severe storms. Greater opportunity, though, I think, for Sunday. We do have a level 3 threat just off to our west. So it'll be interesting to see how that expands potentially maybe further east here with future updates. So looking at Monday's threat, that level 3 threat just to our southwest. Again, we'll monitor that very closely, but both Sunday and Monday, good chances for some strong to severe activity here for the area. So at that potential, again, both days could be looking at some hazards area-wide, both wind and hail, but also the threat for some tornadic activity as well. Tomorrow, quiet for the most part, and then we'll bring in that chance for some late evening shower and thunderstorm activity. Again, first alert days ahead, Sunday and Monday. Here's one more look at that 10-day forecast, tracking some very summer-like conditions here through the late week and this weekend. First alert days ahead for severe storm chances Sunday and Monday. Chief Meteorologist Nick Jansen will have the latest forecast updates on our active weekend that's ahead. That's when we see you at 5. We are tracking some much-needed rainfall in the area here this evening. You may have seen the lightning, heard the thunder rumbling through southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. We are tracking that here for the next couple of hours. So some good, nice, light to moderate rainfall. Most of the shower and thunderstorm activity continuing to push to the east. I think a lot of that thunderstorm activity kind of along and east now of the Highway 52 region. Still some rain showers back towards Albert Lee, Owatonna, just clearing the Mankato area. So a couple more hours here where we'll see that chance for some shower and thunderstorm activity. I think most of this should be out of here by about midnight tonight. Much of your Friday then looking very clear and quiet until we head into the evening hours. We'll look at another chance here for some shower and thunderstorm activity. Maybe a couple strong cells possible here tomorrow evening, but severe threat overall pretty low. So tomorrow, very summer-like with temperatures into the 80s. And then we have first alert days ahead for Sunday and Monday, tracking our better chance for strong to severe thunderstorm activity in the area. A lot of details still being fine-tuned here with that forecast for Sunday and Monday, but we'll talk more about what we know so far here coming up.
After a quiet stretch, boy, things are really ramping up for you.
Oh, yes.
Okay, thanks, Sarah. We'll see you again in a little bit.
Keeping an eye on some showers and thunderstorms moving through the area this evening. No severe weather is expected. However, that's a different story this weekend. Weather pattern becoming a lot more active. We have first alert days ahead for Sunday and Monday as we track the threat for some strong to severe thunderstorms in the area. Right now, we are looking at a level 2 out of a level 5 severe threat for both days, but that may change as we start to gain more information here in the next day or two, looking ahead to this back-to-back severe weather on the way for the region. Potentially all hazards may be at play as well come Sunday and Monday. Active pattern, as I said here, moving into the late week, tracking some isolated showers and thunderstorms tomorrow evening. An overnight chance, late night overnight chance for Saturday, and then we head into Sunday and Monday evenings. Both days, first alert days, looking at the threat for some strong to severe thunderstorms, looking more active for the area here, especially on those 2 days. So looking at that severe storm outlook here for Sunday, the Storm Prediction Center has added a level 3 threat just off to our west there into far southwestern Minnesota, northwestern Iowa, back into portions of South Dakota and Nebraska. So question will be, how does that shift? Could we see some adjustments here with additional model runs here in the next day or two? Looking ahead to Monday, still looking at a good chunk of the upper Midwest now under that isolated strong storm threat, that level 2 out of a level 5 severe threat. Notice, though, just to our southwest here, looking at that level 3 threat for some scattered strong to severe activity. So could be a very potent, very active couple of days here between Sunday and Monday with that threat for some severe storms. So what we know looking at Sunday's threat is we could be looking at some supercells possible here. And again, all hazards at play. I do think the strongest of that activity should stay off to our west. But again, once we start to see some of those high resolution models, we could potentially see that threat maybe shifting a little bit further east. So something we're monitoring closely for Sunday. Monday also looking to be a day to stay very weather aware with more scattered strong to severe thunderstorms. We could be looking at both supercells and eventually a bowing line. So looking at all hazards again at possible and at play between Sunday and Monday here for southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. A look at that 7-day forecast for the Mankato area. Things very summer-like here, especially the next 2 2 days with highs into the 80s. Things cooler on the backside of those storm threats by middle of next week. 10-day forecast for the Rochester area. We have first alert days ahead for Sunday and Monday, again with that severe threats at play. We maybe could see some stronger storms come Saturday overnight, but right now confidence not as high as what we expect here for Sunday and Monday. So monitoring the next couple of days very, very closely. Make sure to have multiple ways to receive alerts and warnings.
We'll be staying tuned, Sarah. Thank you. And stay with us. We're back after this.
We are continuing to track the threat for strong to severe thunderstorms by Sunday and Monday. Ahead of that, active conditions becoming more possible in the region as we track some off and on shower and thunderstorm chances between tonight and through Saturday night. Tomorrow, though, very summer-like as high temperatures climb well into the 80s. Very warm on the way here for your Friday. We'll talk more about those thunderstorm chances on the way in your first alert forecast next. We are keeping an eye on some shower and some thunderstorm activity in the area here this evening. Some much needed rainfall happening here in the area this evening. Future track radar, you can see most of the thunderstorm activity now closer to the Mississippi Riverside, if not just east of that. So still some light garden variety showers happening here from the I-35 region and to the west. We'll gradually see these showers kind of tapering off here, likely in the next hour or two. I think by about 11 o'clock midnight, everyone should be done with the rain for tonight. So heading into tomorrow, more sunshine and more warmth. Very summer-like tomorrow. High temperatures will be into the 80s. One thing of note, though, heading into later tomorrow evening, especially after about 6, 7 o'clock in the evening, we'll be looking at the chance for some showers and some thunderstorms to rumble through. Severe threat, very low, but not entirely zero. Best chance for any severe activity happens Sunday and Monday. We have first alert days ahead for the region, so monitoring those 2 days very closely here and what's shaping to be more of an active late week and weekend.
All right, we'll check back soon, Sarah. Thanks so much.
Gearing up for some very summer-like conditions on the way for our Friday, followed by a chance at some shower and thunderstorm activity later tomorrow evening. But the big talking point is going to be Sunday and Monday as we track the threat for strong to severe thunderstorms in the area. First alert days are in store. As I mentioned, tomorrow looking fairly quiet, warm with highs into those mid-80s here for the region. After about 6, 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, a chance at some shower and thunderstorm activity. More on those first alert forecast details are next. Some shower and thunderstorm activity rumbling through this evening. Some good rainfall moving through the area. However, more active weather on the way in the coming days ahead of what will be alert days for Sunday and Monday. We're tracking 2 first alert days, both days with the potential of strong to severe thunderstorms through the area. Right now, looking at level 2s out of a level 5 severe threat both Sunday and Monday. And at this point in time, all hazards may be in play for us here in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. So like I said, active here the next couple of days. We already saw some showers and thunderstorms rumbling through this evening. No severe weather expected. Heading into tomorrow night, tomorrow evening, and even late Saturday, especially into the overnight hours, some thunderstorm activity to move through. Severe threats low, but not entirely zero. So we may see some stronger storms there passing through with some gusty winds, small hail, but a bigger concern for severe activity will be Sunday and Monday. Both days are first alert days. And here's that latest severe storm outlook for Sunday. This has adjusted slightly even more since yesterday. Storm Prediction Center adding in that level 3 threat just off to our west. So I think that will be where we have the greatest concern for severe activity on Sunday. However, the question will be with high-res models starting to come into play in the next day or two, could we see that severe threat shifting further east for Sunday? Then we look at Monday, severe level 3 threat just to our southwest. So then that brings in the question, could we see that also expanding a little bit further north to the east, including more of the viewing area? So some big questions here still remaining in terms of exact timing and exact placement of some of that, the strongest of those cells. So watching the next few days very, very closely. And again, first alert days Sunday and Monday. 7-day forecast for Mankato, very summer-like here, especially for tomorrow. High temperatures approaching those mid and upper 80s in the Mankato area. And similar story for us in Rochester, mid 80s on the way for Friday. We continue with the warm pattern here through early next week, but by Tuesday, once we clear all of this thunderstorm activity out, a little bit more seasonal there back in the 60s and low 70s.
All right, Sarah, thank you so much. Coming up next.
Thanks, Nathan. Here's one more look at that 10-day forecast. Things becoming much more active here for the late week, especially into this weekend and early next week. Tracking some very summer-like conditions on the way for tomorrow. High temperatures area-wide well into the 80s here comes Friday, excuse me. Both Friday night and Saturday night, a chance at some straight isolated shower and thunderstorm activity. Bigger concern, though, for severe storms comes Sunday and Monday. Both days are first alert days for us here in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. Potentially all hazards may be at play. So friendly reminder, no need to cancel or change those plans just yet, but monitor the forecast very closely. We should be able to get more of those fine-tuned details here probably the next day or two as we start to get more of those high-resolution models coming into the weather office.
And we've been talking about it. We'll take the rain, and so anything we can do to get that without the severe weather is going to be good.
I would love it. Tracking some good moisture out there this evening, some beneficial rainfall making its way to the region. Finally here, it's been a dry stretch. Now things shifting and becoming more active. No severe weather anticipated here tonight, just your garden variety showers and thunderstorms. So showers gradually tapering off probably in the next hour or two. I think by about 11 o'clock midnight, we should be done with the rain for this evening. Heading into tomorrow, break out the shorts, break out the flip-flops. Things will be very summer-like tomorrow, especially by the afternoon. Plenty of sunshine, a little bit of a breeze there with those winds, but we'll see temperatures tomorrow into those maybe upper 80s. Very summer-like. Evening hours tomorrow, looking at a chance for some isolated showers and thunderstorms. A severe threat on the low side, not entirely zero, so we may see a couple gusty winds, some strong storms there, maybe producing those gusty winds, some small hail possible. But bigger concern for severe activity Sunday and Monday. You notice there on the graphic we have first alert days Sunday and Monday, so making sure we're keeping a very close eye on the late weekend and early next week.
Yeah, we'll be tuning in especially closely tomorrow. Sarah, we appreciate it. Thank you so much. We'll check.
We have two first alert days ahead, Sunday and Monday, as we track the threat for strong to severe thunderstorms in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. Still some fine-tuning details to be figured out and worked through here in the next day or two. Heading into tomorrow, though, very summer-like. High temperatures will climb well into the 80s. We'll look at some nice sunshine throughout the majority of the day. By the evening, a chance at some shower and thunderstorm activity. We'll talk more about those first alert days that are ahead for Sunday and Monday next in your forecast.
Your first alert weather with meteorologist Sarah Gannon.
Tracking still a few rain showers out there this evening. Most of thunder and lightning has dissipated, but still some good moisture here falling this evening. So looking at future track radar, most of this activity is still kind of along the I-90 corridor, now moving to the east. A good chunk of that heavier rainfall now across the river into Wisconsin. Things becoming much more active here over the next 7 to 10 days, and especially the next few days through early next week. So we'll notice some showers, some thunderstorms possible tomorrow evening and again later Saturday evening. But main concern for any severe activity Sunday and Monday is when we'll likely see that opportunity. We have two first alert days ahead, Sunday and Monday, for us here in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa, and that is for that threat for strong to severe thunderstorms. Right now, we're looking at a level 2 out of a level 5 severe threat both days. And at this point in time, all hazards look possible. So we could be looking at some large hails, some strong to damaging winds, maybe a couple of isolated tornadoes possible in the mix as well. So a lot to keep an eye on here, especially for Sunday and Monday. Looking ahead to those 2 days with our severe storm outlook, Storm Prediction Center has now added a level 3 threat just to our west. So Sunday's threat, I think the greater concern will be off to our west into southwestern Minnesota, northwestern Iowa. However, there is concern maybe we could see that shifting further east with more updates. So keeping a close eye on Sunday's potential. Also for Monday, Storm Prediction Center placing that level 3 threat just to our southwest. So again, another opportunity, another situation that we'll monitor very closely both days, looking to see some supercells possible in the area, maybe even a Boeing line possible for Monday's severe threat. So again, all hazards may be at play at this point in time. There's no need to change those plans just yet here for this weekend. But like I said, some supercells possible. The strongest of the storms at this point in time west of the area on Sunday, but we'll watch that situation very closely. Similar for Monday's threat, supercells and maybe that Boeing line possible. So keeping a very, very close eye here Sunday and Monday. So like I said, no need to cancel those plans just yet, but make sure to monitor the forecast very closely for Sunday and Monday. Of note, very summer-like conditions tomorrow. Hot. Those temperatures in the mid-80s, but things cooling down back to the 60s and some low 70s middle to late next week.
Yeah, I've kind of been focused on the storms. I didn't notice that 85. It's going to be warm.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Sarah, thank you so much.
Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast here for the Austin, Mason City and Winona areas here this evening. Looking ahead, especially to this weekend where we track that threat for some showers and thunderstorms, severe storms possible as well, mainly on Sunday and Monday. We are though watching some very warm conditions here the next 2 days, especially for tomorrow. Temperatures could be approaching those upper 80s in some locations. We'll look at more shower and thunderstorm chances late Friday, also late Saturday. Both of those opportunities, severe threats rather low. Main focus will be on Sunday and Monday for any severe concerns. Temperatures, though, cooling off quite a bit by Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week. Back more to the 60s, so more seasonal here for the area. And we'll dry out a little bit after what will be more of an active pattern. Let's look at your 7-day forecast. We'll send it to Nathan. Let's take one more look at that 10-day forecast here. Very summer-like weather, especially temperature-wise here tomorrow for your Friday. We'll see highs into those mid, maybe upper 80s for us here in southern Minnesota, northern Iowa. We stay with the warm trend through the end of the weekend into early next week. Some showers and thunderstorms returning by late Friday and again late Saturday. But main focus will be Sunday and Monday for more scattered shower and thunderstorm chances. And we have the threat for some strong severe storms come Sunday and Monday. At this point in time, all hazards may be at play. Still some fine tuning to do. No need to change those plans just yet. Just make sure to monitor the forecast very closely here. First alert days ahead for Sunday and Monday.
And we can't end the day without saying happy birthday to Nathan.
Thanks, Brock.
Happy
Appreciate
birthday.
you and wish you a wonderful year ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right. Hey, and thanks to Paulette, your mom, for the cookie. We appreciate it, Paulette. Good night.